The preliminary round of the 2021 Scotiabank Concacaf League continues with the first leg between Verdes FC of Belize and Santos de Guápiles of Costa Rica. Glad to be with you this evening. I'm Joe Malfa on hand for tonight's action from Isidoro Bayaton in Belmopan, Belize, where it is a nice 80 degrees, not much of a chance of rain, 5%. Hope that stays away the entire time for the action tonight between the host Verdes and the visitors Santos. A look at the bracket of sorts for the preliminary round. 12 teams competing, looking to advance through to the round of 16. Already a couple of games in the books here in preliminary 3. Verdes hosts Santos. 10 teams automatically qualified through to that round of 16, and the rest vying to join them. These two teams have a brief history here in this tournament. Verdes making their second ever appearance. They qualified as champions of the 2019 Premier League Belize opening tournament. That's the last time they played a competitive match, though, due to COVID. They have a split season, like the Apertura and Clausura of other Central and South American nations. They lifted that title in 2019, qualified for the 2020 Concacaf League as a result. Had to withdraw due to COVID, but since there hasn't been a domestic season since then in Belize, they automatically earned the bid once again this time around in 2021. On the flip side, Santos, they qualified as the non-champion with the best record during the Clausura segment of the 2021 domestic season in Costa Rica. Runners up to Alajuelense, who are actually the reigning champions of Scotiabank Concacaf League. Santos finished just 13 points behind Alajuelense. To side with quite the history in Costa Rica. This is their 60th anniversary season for Santos. Founded in 1961. Did not gain promotion to the top flight in Costa Rica until 1999, but they've been there since then. And this is their third appearance in a CONCACAF tournament, all coming in Scotiabank CONCACAF League. They were the runners-up of the inaugural edition back in 2017, where they fell to Olympia of Honduras on penalties. And that started a trend of Costa Rican teams being in every final in this tournament's history. Again, Santos lost the first one. The next 3 were won by Costa Rican sides. Verdes has their own history in CONCACAF competitions. This is their 12th ever appearance for the host side from Belize in a CONCACAF tournament. 8 appearances in the old CONCACAF Cup between 1986 and 1998, and 2 appearances in CONCACAF Champions League coming in the 08-09 season and the 2015-2016 season. These teams have never faced off in any competition before, so no history of sorts. Verdes, after this, will go on to play the second leg and eventually get into a domestic season. For the Costa Rican-based side, Santos, they have already started their domestic season. They played the second game of that season just 5 days ago, a 1-0 win. Alvin Bennett, in tonight's starting lineup, scored the goal. Their season opened 9 days ago with a 3-0 loss against powerhouse Deportivo Saprissa.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Verdes FC and Santos de Guápiles.
Once again, so glad you could join us this evening for the preliminary round first leg matchup between Verdes FC and Santos de Guápiles. The officials tonight, Randy Encarnacion from the Dominican Republic in charge, and all Honduran crew behind him as the assistant referees and fourth official. The captains tonight, Woodrow West, the goalkeeper for Verdes, and Osvaldo Rodriguez for Santos, as these teams get set to square off in Concacaf competition for the first time ever. Verdes making their second appearance here in Scotiabank Concacaf League. And for Santos, their third ever appearance, first since 2018, looking to return back to the final as they did in 2017. We take a look at the starting lineups for both squads. Woodrow West, so much experience for not only Verdes, but also his native Belize, 42 international appearances. He's got 2 appearances previously in Concacaf League, 4 in Concacaf Champions League. Woodrow West will need to come up big on the backside for the host side. Verdes again wearing the captain's armband tonight. And on the flip side for Santos, so much experience in Concacaf competition littered throughout this squad, especially the captain Osvaldo Rodriguez. He'll be in the midfield. The 30-year-old Costa Rican has 1 domestic trophy in Costa Rica, 18 caps for his national team. It's his 3rd stint with Santos overall, and they will look to Osvaldo Rodriguez to stir things in the midfield defensively and offensively. From Isidoro Bayaton in Belmopont, Belize, I'm Joe Malfa. We are just about set to kick things off now between Verdes and Santos, just awaiting the whistle of Randy Encarnacion. And there it is. The hosts in all green from right to left, the visitors in all red from left to right. For Verdes, this is their first competitive match since the end of 2019. COVID canceled the season in Belize, and as a result, they also withdrew from their preliminary round in the 2020 CONCACAF League. And Santos has played twice already this season. A 1-0 win 5 days ago, a 3-0 loss 9 days ago to begin their season after finishing as the runners-up in 2021. 13 points behind Alajuelense, the reigning champions of Scotiabank CONCACAF League. Early set-piece opportunity for Verdes. Camilo Fajardo was upended and now stands over this free kick. The 21-year-old Colombian. Edwin Vieira Bernal there as well. He's the reigning MVP of the Belize Premier League. Santos will have their hands full with him tonight. Bernal leaves it for Fajardo. Fajardo, the delivery, back post. Nobody in a green jersey made the run. Second ball there for Herrera. And it's blocked away. Denilson Mason overruns it. Ten games total for Santos in this tournament in their history. 7 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses, +8 goal difference as well. Santos made it all the way to the final in the inaugural edition of this tournament back in 2017, which again started a trend of Costa Rican teams being in every final in this tournament's history. Santos hoping to replicate the success of some of the other teams from their nation. Herediano won in 2018, Saprissa in 2019, Alajuelense in 2020. 3 in a row for Costa Rica after Olympia won the inaugural edition in 2017. Long toss into the box, East lays it off. Back towards Javon East. But the foul goes against Brian Lopez. Santos will look to feed Javon East as often as they can. One of the more experienced players here in this tournament. 4 appearances, 2 goals, 2 assists for the 26-year-old Jamaican atop the line for Santos. Woodrow West to get it back into play. Tonight making his 7th start in Concacaf competition. Club competition, that is. 42 caps for Belize at the international level. Back and forth, East takes it down. Some fancy footwork between 3 green jerseys. Too much to handle in the end. Good step made by Meneses. Down the left flank, Meneses gets a ball in, looking for East. Paradela forced back. Bennett, now our boy. Alvin Bennett, number 5 on that back line for Santos, scored the winning goal in their league match last week, that 1-0 win. Look for him to get forward on set pieces. Big time aerial threat for Santos. Another foul. Once again, it's Fajardo taken down. Randy Encarnacion wants to have a chat with Luis Paradela. Fajardo puts it through, good ball, long run, kept in for the time being by Vargas. Herrera trying to find some space to put a cross in. That space not being afforded to him though by Paradela. Meneses comes away with it. "22 teams begin this tournament. 10 automatically seeded into the round of 16. 12 teams then vying in the preliminary round for those last 6 spots. Home and away legs. Away goal rule does apply. We've already seen Santa Lucia win 3-0 in their first matchup. And Marathon beat Dirianhen 1-0. One more game to come later tonight. The return legs in 2 weeks. The winner of this 2-legged tie will go on to face Plaza Amador from Panama. And that's a welcome sight for Santos, because as Santos made it to the final in the inaugural edition, they coincidentally only played Panamanian teams on their path to the final, where they eventually lost to Olimpia of Honduras. So they see Panamanian team ahead of them, and beyond that, would likely face another Panamanian team in the quarterfinal. All of a sudden, they start having flashbacks to their title run in 2017. A nice setup in the bracket for Santos. But first they have to get past Verdes. Everall trap, sends it back. Christian Sanchez on that back line with Jorge Carlos Sanchez. Paradela wins it. 24-year-old Cuban Luis Paradela just signed here for Santos in January. Previously played professionally in Cuba, Guatemala, and El Salvador. Giveaway in the middle. Herrera comes away with it. The Mexican midfielder looks for an option, keeps it himself. Now sends it out wide. Up towards August. And just over the line. Quick throw taken. But that second ball was still on the field. So Randy Encarnacion blows the play dead. Verdes, three-time champions, three-time runners-up. Domestically in Belize, founded in 1976, one of the oldest clubs in Belize, dating back to the founding of their National Football Federation. Out for a corner. Verdes actually predates the foundation of the National Football Federation. Verdes came into existence in 1976 and the Football Federation of Belize in 1980. Fajardo has been active early on, set to take the corner. The officials intervene, a lot of contact going on in the middle of the box. Just 10 minutes in to the first competitive match for Verdes since the end of 2019. Can they find an early goal? Fajardo delivery, center of the box, diving header away. Still alive. Back into all those bodies. The volley takes a deflection. Or seemed like it might have at least. Just off the side of the foot of Jesse August. 12th appearance in a Concacaf tournament for Verdes. Qualified for Scotiabank Concacaf League in 2020. By virtue of winning the 2019 title domestically. Since there was no 2020 season, they received Belize's auto bid into the 2021 tournament as the most recent domestic champion still from 2019. But this is their first actual appearance in Concacaf League, having to withdraw from the 2020 edition due to COVID. That was before their preliminary round match against Arkai of Haiti. Brian Lopez thought he was off to the races, just inches over the line. A number of players for Santos started that match 5 days ago. The 1-0 win. Bennett, Meneses, Ruiz in goal. Lopez up at the striker position. And Osvaldo Rodriguez, the 5. And Santos gets right back to the domestic schedule in 3 days' time. Facing San Jose, then 4 days later, Alajuelense. And then 3 days after that, another domestic match before the return leg against Verdes on the 18th. 5 matches in a 13-day span for Santos. Rotation in the squad will be necessary to keep everybody fresh. Flash in over the top. Giovanni East flicks it to himself, looks for an option. Pleads his case for a corner. Case won. Corner coming for Santos. Alvin Bennett, a target for Santos, again scored that goal, the winner, in this past week in their 1-0 win domestically. The center back right there in the number 5 kit ventures forward for this set piece. Quickly taken short. Lopez cuts, cross on the ground, dealt with. Everall trapped there. Long throw, all the way through, into the hands of West. Good turn by Herrera. Madrigal sticking with him, puts in a good foot. Just out for a throw. Juan Diego Madrigal, a fixture on that back line, the 34-year-old Costa Rican. Four domestic trophies in Costa Rica for Madrigal. Herrera puts it across. Rodriguez overruns it, but draws the foul. Another look as the captain comes through and is fouled by Daryl Mavet. Osvaldo Rodriguez in his third stint with Santos overall, respected veteran with the armband. 18 caps for Costa Rica internationally in his career. Began his career with Santos in 09, departed to Alajuelense, won a domestic trophy, won a Central American Cup with Costa Rica, and then made his way back here to Santos. Paradela, too strong for East, who never made the run. Player down is Christian Sanchez for Verdes. Quarter hour gone, scoreless here at Isidoro Bayatone in Belmopan, Belize. Preliminary round of the Scotiabank Concacaf League between Verdes and Santos. Leg number one here in Belize. Return match in 2 weeks in Costa Rica. A look there at what happened at the end. Sanchez holding his leg. .28-year-old Mexican back to his feet, doesn't need the stretcher to get off. Good sign. Appears to be walking right to the halfway line to check on first opportunity he gets once he's summoned on by Randy Encarnacion. Neither keeper has had to make a save yet. Game played largely in that middle third. East, out wide, Rodriguez, overlap all the way across. Lopez. Well done to keep that in. No corner given away by Daryl Mavet. Possession taken back by Madrigal. Rubio. Bennett. Patient, positive build-up from Santos. Madrigal leaves it. Mason, East, player down behind the play. Rubio out wide. Cross sent in towards East. It's flicked up. into the arms of West. Last off the head of Christian Sanchez, who was just summoned back on by Encarnacion. Good to see him healthy and upright after leaving a moment ago, and already factoring in defensively again for Verdes. Herrera. Vargas. Back to Herrera. Herrera and Fajardo have been the two most active players going forward for Verdes. Fajardo open in the middle, but it's flicked outside and away instead by Bernal. 2019 MVP during Verdes' title-winning season. Happy birthday as well to Edwin Bernal, 28 years old today. What's on the line in this tournament? Well, first of all, the Scotiabank Concacaf League trophy, but the top 6 teams also earn qualification into next year's Concacaf Champions League. The 2021 edition resumes next week, down to the semifinal of that tournament. Santos looking to gain entry into that tournament. Here, their 3rd appearance in Scotiabank Concacaf League. Runners-up in the inaugural edition in 2017. Did not have that same success, Santos, in 2018. Eliminated in the round of 16 on penalties to Portmore United. The side from Jamaica actually had Santos' current striker, Javon East, on it at the time. The only 2 times that Santos has lost in this tournament, as there's a hard foul there with a high boot from Junior Vargas. That leaves Rubio on the ground, and a yellow card as well for Vargas. The only 2 losses Santos has ever had have come on penalties. In the final in 2017, and then in the round of 16 in 2018. Santos, founded in 1961, reached Costa Rica's top flight after earning promotion at the end of the '99 season. And they have not been relegated since, spending the whole time in Costa Rica's top flight. Haven't won a domestic title yet, but have finished near the top and been able to qualify 3 times now for CONCACAF competition. Runners-up last season by 13 points to Alajuelense, who won not only a domestic trophy, but also the 2020 Scotiabank CONCACAF League title. Good ball over the top. Chance here for Verdes. The shot is over the bar. Jesse August shook loose. Still no tests yet for either keeper. A couple of shots we've seen either way have missed the target. Third edition of this tournament to feature 22 teams. After the first 2 just had 16. 18 teams from Central America. 3 each from Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Panama, and Nicaragua. And 1 entry from Belize, that is Verdes. East in space, Javon East has it clipped away. And Verdes will have to defend a second corner kick. Corner lofted all the way to the backside of the box. Paradela was waiting for it, acrobatically sends it back into the box now. But no chance materializes for Santos. For a team that has not played a competitive match since the end of 2019, they're just not showing much rust. They're going toe-to-toe with Santos here. Since Verdes last played a game, Santos had 3 segments of domestic season, plus Concacaf competition. And forget all of 2020 and the first half of 2021. Santos has played more games in the last 7 days than Verdes has since the end of 2019. East loses it, barreling through Bernal. The birthday boy still with it, but East lost it and then won it. Good hustle from the striker. Mason across. Everardo Rubio finds Lopez. Lopez shielding off Sanchez. Now draws the foul. Quickly, the green jerseys close in to allow the quick restart. 55% of the possession going Santos' way. Neither side with anything to show for it. No shots on target just quite yet. Chipped in. But again, just nobody there to do anything with it for Santos. Out for Herrera, whistle blows behind the plate as Everall was taken down. Challenge put in there by Alvin Bennett. Herrera keeps it in. Bernal pivots back, finds Sanchez. And all the way back for the captain, Woodrow West. West and Trapp on the backside for Verdes supply the experience. The keeper, 6 appearances in CONCACAF competition previously, 42 caps for Belize. And Everall Trapp, 36 caps for Belize, and has been rostered in CONCACAF Champions League, though with no appearances. East turns. Javon East has been lively for Santos. Most of the attacks funneling through him. 70 appearances, 34 goals in Costa Rica between his days at Santos and San Carlos. Won the Caribbean Club Championship and Golden Boot with Portmore United. 14 caps, 2 goals for Jamaica for Javon East. Lopez misses the header as he tries to flick it on. That pass comes off a Verdes player, no offside there, as Paradela was fighting for it. Won by Vargas. And Herrera's there in the middle. Step is made by Rubio to win it. Paradela, Rubio, give it away. But Bennett there to clean up the mess. Good thing he was. Rubio out of position. Would have had numbers on that attack for Verdes. Mason, East. Won cleanly by Sanchez. Those two have gone at it a few times. Fajardo, Herrera. The first touch from Herrera has consistently been positive. And he sent Madrigal working every which way. But no options on the back end of it for Herrera. He's had to continue to play it backward just to keep possession. Fajardo closed down by Bennett. Myvet, back to Trap. Herrera gives it away. Emerging with it, Paradela. The Cuban taken down. No foul call. A late whistle. Vargas was in the clear. But a very late whistle for the foul near midfield. Leaves Paradela down injured. Just signed for Santos in January, the 24-year-old Cuban. 17 caps, 6 goals for his native Cuba since his debut in 2018. There was the contact there from Myvet. Half an hour gone from Belmopan, Belize at Isidoro Bayaton Stadium. Verdes FC, Santos de Guápiles in the first leg of their preliminary round tie here in the 2021 Scotiabank Concacaf League. Joe Malfa on hand for tonight's action. Fajardo finds space, has Vargas with him. Fajardo keeps it. Bennett takes him down. Free kick in a great spot here for Verdes, and a yellow card for Bennett. For a center back that has had his hands full with Fajardo and Vargas through 30 minutes. That is a tough yellow to swallow with 60 minutes to go. Now he'll have to be very careful. Camilo Fajardo, the 21-year-old Colombian. Every time the ball has gone his way tonight, he has sparked something for Verdes. Just hasn't had anybody else in a green jersey really joining that attack, surging with him. Fajardo back to his feet. 5-man wall for Kevin Ruiz. Edwin Bernal stands over it. 2019 league MVP in Belize. Bernal right into the wall. Rebound opportunity, volleyed all the way through. And gathered by Ruiz. First official game for Verdes since the end of 2019. First official game in Scotiabank CONCACAF League. All of their previous CONCACAF tournament experience came in other tournaments. 8 appearances in the old CONCACAF Cup between 1986 and 1998, and 2 appearances in CONCACAF Champions League in the 08-09 and 15-16 seasons. Looking for their first ever result in Scotiabank CONCACAF League, the home side of Verdes FC. After such a long time off, Verdes stocked up on some new players this summer. Ronaldo Herrera, who you've seen on the ball very often in that number 21 kit, just signed this summer. Same thing with Junior Vargas, Camilo Fajardo, Christian Sanchez, and Jorge Sanchez. 5 of tonight's starters just signed this summer. One of the veterans there, Everall Trapp, just sends it clear of everybody. Apology to his teammates. Santos was unsure if they would have Javon East tonight atop the formation. Picked up a bit of a knock in the Gold Cup representing Jamaica. But he has been out there and he's been active. Jamaica with Javon East fell to the United States in the quarterfinal of the 2021 Gold Cup. Here in this summer of soccer for Concacaf. So much activity all around. Bennett had to be careful there, already has that yellow. Able to nod it away and now get it forward for Javon East. Osvaldo Rodriguez, the captain, unhappy with that call. Verdes takes it quickly. Herrera down the right flank. Has an overlapping run there. Takes it all the way across himself in front of the post. Jesse August can't believe it. Great ball in from Herrera. Best opportunity for either side. 36 minutes into it. Floated across again. Rubio clears it. Maivet takes it right back for Verdes. Herrera pivots back. Again, for a team that has not played a competitive match since the end of 2019, Verdes does not look like the side in this one. That's rusty. That seems more to be Santos. Not quite yet in mid-season form, only 2 games played in their domestic season. Everybody's still working into form. Misplay by Rubio nearly gives it away to Fajardo. Sent the other way for East. Flag stays down. 1v3 for Javon East. That's a numbers game you won't win. Look back at that last chance. I don't know if that's necessarily what Herrera intended. Maybe just put it across and see what happens in that massive bodies. But what an intelligent run from Jesse August, fighting that seam, shaking free. Just put it off the post, a few inches away from the opening goal for Verdes. Madrigal unhappy with that return pass there as possession's given away. 7 minutes to go, plus whatever stoppage time has in store here in this first half between Verdes and Santos. Still no official shots on target. And that one off the post, the best chance for Verdes. Credited with one, maybe that one that rolled into Ruiz. But the best opportunity, certainly the one off the post. Nifty footwork from Rodriguez. Not enough weight on that pass outside, but it trickles out for a corner. Third of the match for Santos. Osvaldo Rodriguez positions it. Rodriguez floats it in all the way through, and it's put over the bar by Bennett. He scored last week in the 1-0 win domestically. Shook free on the corner. Wide open, never caught it cleanly. Best look of the match for Santos. Encarnacion with the whistle. Seemed like he thought hard about that one, whether or not to give the handball, whether or not it was incidental. In the end, the decision goes against Verdes. Sometimes all it takes is seeing one opportunity to open things up for a team. Does Santos wake up from that last chance that was just over the bar? Not that time. But Alvin Bennett has twice shown how dangerous he can be on set pieces now. Woodrow West waves his team on. Captain puts it back into play. Just a few minutes to go here in this first half. August was clipped there, holding that right leg in some pain. Fajardo pushes through. Encarnacion let the advantage play out. But the advantage squandered by Verdes. Sanchez clears. Herrera centers it. Bernal gives it away. Lopez inside. Mason looking for an option. Has Madrigal out wide. Goes that way. Inside Paradela. Taken down hard. Jesse August comes through with the contact. Yellow card right out of the pocket of Randy Encarnacion. This is a very good angle here for Santos to whip in a free kick. Jesse August nearly had his name on the score sheet for a goal at the other end. Now he'll have his name in the official record of this game for the yellow card. Third appearance in this tournament for Santos, first since 2018. Hoping to replicate the success of the inaugural edition in 2017, where they made the final. Hoping for an opening goal before the half to swing momentum their way here on the road. Rodriguez sends it in, header at the near post, and it's just wide. Pablo Arboin. We've seen the two center backs now with opportunities in the box. Arboin there. A few moments ago on the corner, it was Alvin Bennett. Will be interesting to see what half number 2 looks like tactically from these teams. Anytime you're in a home-and-home, two-legged tie like this, and you start on the road like Santos, you're content with a 0-0 draw. of course, you go ahead and get the win or get the away goal. That helps your case immensely. But 0-0, not at all a bad result from Santos. They're not the ones who need to open up a little bit. That would be Verdes trying to defend their home turf and put the pressure on Santos in 2 weeks' time in Costa Rica by getting a win tonight on their home field. Rodriguez nonchalant, but gets it back to Madrigal. 45th minute now. There'll be just one added minute here in this first half. Collision near midfield. Wasn't sure which way Randy Encarnacion would come away from that pointing. Rubio went over the top for Santos. Junior Vargas cut underneath for Verdes. That one could have gone either way. The undercut from Vargas. Contact initiated by Rubio. Leaves both players down injured. Rubio was holding his back. Vargas was holding his head. Stoppage time up to 2 minutes. Now the health of Vargas after that collision first and foremost, but once he's able to return to play, does have to be careful now, mindful of the fact that he already has a yellow and now is already on Randy Encarnacion's radar for committing another infraction. The two shake hands. We'll have to go off for a moment before they're summoned back on. But Vargas and August, the two strikers for Verdes, both on yellow cards. Alvin Bennett, the lone yellow for Santos. Arboin. Herrera. Maivet all the way back. Sanchez. East pressures Maivet. Nearly forces the turnover. Paradela, favorable bounce for Santos. See if they can find one more attack here in this half. East, chested down, taken down. Wasn't sure if Encarnacion was gonna blow for a foul or blow for the half. And it's to stop the first half after the contact to East. 0-0 between Verdes and Santos through 45 minutes. The chances were there, especially for Verdes off the post. But we are scoreless from Belmopan Belize at Isidoro Bayaton in this first leg of the preliminary round between Verdes and Santos. We will be back in a moment.
Did I negotiate the contract for Verdes, no? Half there, that's the day Bali. So 2 months. No. Anything good? Yeah. We the word about Verdes. What, man?
Highlights from half number one between Verdes and Santos here in leg one of the preliminary round tie between these two squads in the 2021 Scotiabank Concacaf League. Chances were there early on for Verdes pushing forward. They couldn't steer any on frame, but it was Jesse August and Camilo Fajardo doing most of the work offensively. The other way, Javon East controlled a lot for Santos. Here's another one from Jesse August as he gave that back line fits. 3 of the shots from that first half of the 4 that Verdes had belonged to that man, Jesse August. Camilo Fajardo also a handful. Alvin Bennett picked up the yellow card on that foul there. The best chance of the half belonged to Jesse August, who hit the post right here on this fine from Ronaldo Herrera. He was ready to celebrate and run towards that corner flag, but instead the hands go on the head. Couldn't believe the miss. On the other end, Alvin Bennett wide open, top of the 6. And it's a face palm for him as well. The center back's getting involved there. It was Pablo Arboin with the header off the free kick, but no dice, and it's 0-0 at the half between Verdes and Santos in this first leg. Stats from the first half, again scoreless between Verdes and Santos. 3 yellow cards, 2 for Verdes, 1 for Santos. 4 shots to 2 in favor of the home side, just 1 on goal. Possession has gone Santos' way. But for a team that has not played since the end of 2019, Verdes looks like they are more than capable of stealing one here on their home field. Back with the second half in just a few moments from Isidoro Bayatone in Belmopan, Belize.
The official Concacaf app. No matter where you are or who you're rooting for, you can watch your favorite competitions, teams, and players on the go. Get the latest news on all things Concacaf. Get access to stats, play-by-play, players' information, schedule, and standings. Get instant notifications and alerts. Discover other fans like you. And show your support in social media with our exclusive camera filters. All of that and much more. Take your Concacaf experience to the next level. Download now the official Concacaf app. Available on the App Store and Google Play.
Non
Eugenio.
45 down, no goals, 45 to go in this first leg between Verdes FC and Santos de Guápiles. The home side from Belize, playing here on Isidoro Bayaton Stadium in Belize, looking to earn a result for the first time ever in Scotiabank Concacaf League, while Santos looks to come out on top and really put things in their favor with an away goal before they head home in 2 weeks for the home leg. Underway in half number 2. Joe Malfa here with you for the action. It was Santos who seemed to be the rustier of the two sides in the first half as they're working into midseason form, just playing 2 games so far in their domestic league. Whereas Verdes, who hasn't played since 2019 competitively, looked the part. They looked ready for this game. Couple of good chances, one off the post, but still scoreless in the end. Verdes 3 times champs, 3 times runners-up in the Premier League in Belize, making their 12th appearance in a CONCACAF tournament. Their second in CONCACAF League, their first officially, at least the first time they've stepped between the lines. They qualified in 2020, but due to COVID, had to withdraw from their preliminary round match against Arkai of Haiti. Santos in this tournament for the 3rd time, the first since 2018. In 2018, bounced in the round of 16 on penalties to Port Moore United of Jamaica. And in 2017, the inaugural edition, made it all the way to the final, and they lost on penalties to Olympia, the Giants from Honduras. Maivet harassed by Paradela, who commits the foul. Reminder of the 2 players with yellow cards for Verdes, Jesse August, Junior Vargas, the 2 strikers, and the 1 for Santos, Alvin Bennett. The first half that saw 4 shots, 1 on target for Verdes, 2 shots, none on target for Santos. And both those chances for Santos came off of set pieces by the center backs, 2 big targets when they have a set piece. Javon East cuts it through. Meneses gets a ball in front. East was waiting for it, never got there. Danielson Mason, 22-year-old, captains the U23 level for Costa Rica. Long toss to get out of their own half from Verdes, but sent right back the other way by Alvin Bennett. Osvaldo Rodriguez, the captain, trying to spur something for this team. Again, an 0-0 draw for Santos. That would be considered probably a win at the end of the night. To go on the road, go 0-0, makes it nice and easy, at least in principle, in 2 weeks. Just win on your home field and you're through. But if they can steal an away goal, much like Marathon did against Dirianhen a couple nights ago in that preliminary round, first leg matchup, and it puts Santos in the driver's seat with an away goal in the back pocket. These 2 teams vying for a spot in the round of 16, where they'll meet Plaza Amador of Panama. 10 teams automatically through to the round of 16. The other 12 competing in 6 preliminary rounds. Universitario of Panama actually through from one of the preliminaries already, due to a withdrawal. Lopez, good step put in. Everall Trapp wins it. The veteran center back. Great ball the other way as well, from defense to offense. Junior Vargas, the shot rising too much in the end. Very quickly from one end to the other. Kevin Ruiz had his crossbar covered. But a nervy moment overall for Santos. Lost possession and very quickly found themselves defending in a dangerous spot. Meneses, heavy touch inside, recovers, chips it through for Lopez. 3 red jerseys in the box. Lopez, they'll want that one back. 8th team in his pro career, Brian Lopez, now here at Santos. All of the previous 7 also in Costa Rica. 322 pro appearances for Brian Lopez, with 39 goals, 16 assists, and 2 caps internationally for the Ticos. Woodrow West, the goal kick, the only work he's had to do. Punts, goal kicks, no shots on target for Santos. Benches for both teams warming up. Daryl Myvet, rubbing the back of his head, claims there was an elbow somewhere. Third match in 9 days for Santos, the first 2 coming domestically. A 3-0 loss in their season opener to Costa Rican Giants Deportivo Saprissa. Then a 1-0 win over Grecia. Heavy challenge from Arboin. Wondered if Renny Encarnacion would show a card, but instead shows leniency. Fajardo again taken down. He's drawn 4 fouls for Verdes. First change of the match. Ronaldo Herrera will exit for Verdes. Krishan Lopez checks in. Krishan Lopez, the 22-year-old striker, in for Herrera. Herrera made quite the difference in the first half. The best opportunity for Verdes off the post from Jesse August came on the assist from Ronaldo Herrera. Bernal cuts it behind Jesse August. Santos in the midst of a stretch of 5 games in 18 days between this competition and their domestic competition. Eric Rodriguez, head coach, will have to do some rotating in the squad, keep everybody fresh and healthy. 5 starters tonight for Santos, started 5 days ago in that 1-0 win with the goal scored by center back Alvin Bennett on a set piece. This one floated all the way into the box. Woodrow West seemed to be nervy initially as to whether or not it would go over his head, but instead falls calmly into his chest, and now he sends it the other way. Low driven ball from Meneses, who was pressured. Give away the other way. Lopez. Myvet applies the pressure. Lopez forces Anderson to just clear it out. Meneses continues his run, gets it back. Meneses swings the ball in, and it's out for a corner. Jorge Sanchez there to clear. 53% of the possession has gone Santos' way. Not much to show for it. Here's their 4th corner of the match. One of them nearly supplied a goal. Alvin Bennett shook free, top of the 6-yard box. Keep an eye on him again. This one sent through towards Bennett. Knotted down, out for another corner. Bennett's the target man. Osvaldo Rodriguez positions it again. Corner number 5. Rodriguez, low ball in, flicked onto the near post. Maybe 3rd time's the charm on this trip down the field for Santos. Another corner. Rodriguez grunts as he lets it go. He'll have a 4th try of it. Although unfortunately for Rodriguez, with each corner, the quality has diminished. First ball in was good, 2nd ball not so much, 3rd ball. His grunt immediately lets you know what he thought about it. This one much better again, floated in, punched away, and cleared away. Javon East was there. Woodrow West didn't make great contact with the fists, but then Maivet and Sanchez combined to get rid of it. A 5th corner now for Rodriguez, first from the other side. Fifth corner in less than 2 minutes. This one dealt with, top of the box. Lopez doesn't get a clean look at it, finally cleared away. Vargas springs one towards August, hits the backside of Meneses. Santos starting to flex their muscles a little bit, controlling the tempo of this 2nd half in a way they did not in half number 1. Threaded through Paradela. Bernal with a head of steam going at Bennett. Bernal still with it. Keeps it, the birthday boy, a toe poke, it's out. Goal kick coming for Santos. 2019 league MVP. Had to go of it alone. Had some space there. But that challenge late from Bennett really only gave Bernal one option, and that was the toe poke. Couldn't get a clean shot off. After that last flurry of corners for Santos, up to 8 for the match to just 1 for Verdes. But the shot's still 6-2 now in Verdes' favor. So for the possession Santos has had, for the corners they've had, they haven't gotten the shots off. August shielding Meneses. Meneses just chopped the hand of August away. And you could see the teammate there, Norman Anderson, coming in to calm down Jesse August, telling him to use his head. He already has a yellow card, can't afford to get into it there. I wonder if Meneses was aware of that and tried to bait Jesse August into a 2nd yellow. Falls for Fajardo. Bernal. Out to Anderson. Anderson pings the ball in. Top of the box, settled, contact, no foul call. August comes through. Now he's taken down. Again, no foul call for Encarnacion. Counter attempt the other way for Santos. 4-on-4. Paradela, a step over, a shot, a block. Game opening up a bit at both ends. One hour gone, a half hour to go in the first leg between Verdes and Santos. From Isidoro Bayatone and Belmopont Belize. Here in the preliminary round of the Scotiabank Concacaf League. Lopez into the box, powers through. Wagner Rodriguez will enter the match for Junior Vargas. That's the one change for Verdes. Two preparing for Santos. Erson Mendez and Douglas Lopez, the two preparing to check in. Just awaiting official word on the two that will exit for Santos. Joe Malfa here with you this evening. Thanks for joining us for the first leg between these two sides in the preliminary round. Erson Mendez will enter for Brian Lopez. And Luis Paradela will exit for Douglas Lopez. Rather, Everardo Rubio will exit. Paradela stays on. Strike from distance is wide. Erson Mendez trying to be as positive as can be with his first touch. Bit ambitious. That would have been quite the introduction. Erson Mendez, the 19-year-old Costa Rican. Mendez. Paradela back to Mendez. Further played on. East through. Mendez the flick. He's been on for 2 minutes. He's had two chances, providing a spark now for Santos. Good ball in from East. Long toss the other way. Taken down by August. Flicked on, looking for Fajardo. Sends it out. Possession advantage continuing to grow for Santos. Up to 55%. The more established of these two sides in this tournament, Santos. Heavy collision at midfield. Foul goes against Osvaldo Rodriguez. Seen a number of those collisions in this game. 50-50 balls, both players just going hard for it. No malicious intent. The foul could have gone either way, really. But the first contact was initiated by the lift of the boot by Osvaldo Rodriguez, as you saw in the replay. Daryl, my vet, has put himself in harm's way quite often on those challenges, putting everything on the line for Verdes as they try to secure their first result in this tournament. Osvaldo Rodriguez receives a yellow card. 2 players on the field now with yellows for Santos. That man, Osvaldo Rodriguez, and the center back, Alvin Bennett. Now just 1 on the field for Verdes after Junior Vargas was subbed off. Just Jesse August with a yellow. Said there was a 5% chance of rain at the top of the broadcast. Well, 5% is not 0%. The rain coming down now in Belmont Belize. See how that might affect the play. If it provides any slick bounces of the ball on the turf. Settled. Bernal tried to turn. Pardon me, Wagner Rodriguez on the receiving end of that pass. My vet was down after that challenge. Osvaldo Rodriguez, and he's down, pointing to that same area on his leg. '27-year-old Harold Myvet, 3 caps for Belize internationally. Has been a lot to deal with in the midfield for Santos. Getting to so many 50-50 balls, hobbling off, gives a thumbs up. Wonder if he'll be able to continue, as the trainers have come out to look at that same leg twice now in the last few minutes. He's powering through, jogging it off. Our boy out wide. Danielson Mason to Osvaldo Rodriguez. And given away by Juan Diego Madrigal. Madrigal recently made his return to Santos. Started his career back with them in 2013. Also has played for Cartagena, Saprissa, Liberia, and Costa Rica. 7 caps for the national team, 4 domestic trophies. And has it again at his feet. As this game forges onward, I wonder if Santos becomes more and more content with a 0-0 draw on the road. That's a perfectly fine result in a 2-legged tie when you begin on the road. 2 weeks' time when these teams meet again, all they will have to do is win on their home field. Easier said than done, but the home field advantage certainly counts for something. Mendez finds it between his feet. Miss hit. East takes it down. The volley is deflected and saved by Woodrow West. Christopher Meneses was there. Daryl Myvet who just came back out onto the field, still favoring that left leg. Gave it away in the box. Fortunately for Verdes, Javon East didn't catch it cleanly here with the chest. Javon East, a very potent goal scorer. They haven't fed him the ball a ton after the first dozen minutes or so of this game when he was seemingly flashing all over the place. Training staff being summoned on now. Sanchez attempted to give it a go. But as soon as the ball was put back into play, he went down. That'll be it for Jorge Carlos Sanchez. Entering Elroy Smith. Jordi Polanco will be checking in as well for Jesse August, it appears. Jesse August leaves this match with the best chance of the night for either team. Put it off the post late in the first half on the find from Ronaldo Herrera. See what Jordi Polanco can do in his stead. The subs now for Verdes have taken both of their yellow cards off the field, so everybody out there clean slate now for the home side. Junior Vargas, Jesse August had the yellows. Giveaway, first bit of play there for Elroy Smith. Meneses back for Alvin Bennett. Erson Mendez, now Osvaldo Rodriguez. Douglas Lopez could not get there quickly enough. 3 shots on target credited for Santos. Just 1 for Verdes. That one not a shot on target. Ball has fallen for Erson Mendez a couple of times since he's subbed in. But in the second half, things are starting to turn Santos' way. All that's left for them to do is secure an away goal and really take control of this pairing here in the preliminary round. Whoever comes through this fixture will meet Plaza Amador of Panama in the round of 16. Again, Mendez down the flank. Fancy footwork sent in. Elroy Smith nods it up. Rodriguez keeps it alive. Madrigal. Lopez. Back again, Madrigal. Flipped over the top. Headed across. Calm grab for Woodrow West. None of the couple of saves that West has had to make have been too troubling. Same could be said on the other side for Kevin Ruiz, although he did have to watch with bated breath as the ball hit off his right post in the first half. That strike from distance is well wide. Jordi Polanco, his first bit of play after subbing in. Turnover forced by Krishan Lopez. Bernal gets it back down the flank. Edwin Bernal. Rodriguez lays it off. Polanco to Lopez. Lopez's strike hits off a teammate. Flag pops up in the end. Deflected off Rodriguez to Bernal, who was in an offside position. Quarter hour to go from Belmont Belize at Isidoro Bayatone Stadium in the preliminary round of the Scotiabank Concacaf League. First leg between Verdes and Santos. Joe Malfa here with you for the action. Will either side produce a winner? 0-0 draw. About as neutral of a result as you can get here. But it still skews a bit in Santos' favor. All they'll have to do is win on their home field in 2 weeks if this result holds, and they are through. East, across, Lopez further out wide. Floated back towards East. Javon East, the snap header down and parried away by Woodrow West. That was a tricky one as it hung up in the air, which seemed like an eternity for the goalkeeper as he went over to it. And Javon East, with all that space, would have liked to do better. Still, though, again, a tough one for Woodrow West. Just had to wait for that to come down. 9th corner now of the match for Santos. 5 of them came in the span of 2 minutes earlier in the second half. Sent in by Rodriguez once again. And before Arboin could get to it, it's cleared away. Arboin seems to be gearing up for a long throw here. Polanco nods it away. Lopez cuts it inside to Paradela. Looks for the return pass, and it's out for another throw. Floated in, center of the box. East again with a head to it. It was blocked away by Elroy Smith. Mendez keeps it alive for Santos. Meneses. Heavy touch, Mavet takes it away. Madrigal intervenes. Out wide, Paradela. Paradela dips the shoulder, takes it across through to West, who makes the grab. First time Verdes has stepped between the lines for a competitive CONCACAF match since the 2015-2016 edition of CONCACAF Champions League. Bernal looking across. Mendez knocks it away. Waiting for it wide open on the backside was Camilo Fajardo. Just the second corner of the match now for Verdes. Fajardo sets it up. Delivery from Fajardo. Headed away, collision in the box. Play continues. Could hear the thud of the bodies there. Osvaldo Rodriguez, the man down. Late foul call there from Encarnacion. Some assistance from the fourth official and the assistant referee. Just 10 to go of the 90. Space. Paradela through to Javon East. Javon East, header, West to save. Still alive all the way across. Nobody there in a red jersey. But Javon East is coming alive now with a couple of chances late. And Verdes thought things would open up for them, but the foul goes against Wagner Rodriguez. Not sure if East had time enough there to take a touch with the chest and settle it for a shot. Got a good header off, forced West to make a big save. Mendez. Heavy touch, but wins it back. And promptly loses it right again to Fajardo. Krishan Lopez goes 1v1 on Arboin. Douglas Lopez slows it down. And SS draws the foul from Bernal. Quiet game overall from an SS who likes to get up and down that left flank. 20 caps for Costa Rica. Daleson Mason out, Mauricio Salas in. And Denilson Mora enters. Luis Paradela exits. 4 subs made now by either side. Just one left for both coaches. Mora, his first involvement. Using the fresh legs, getting to the end line, battling and committing the foul as he's cut off by Norman Anderson. Rodriguez to Bernal. Space opens up again for Bernal. Lopez back to Bernal, blocked by Bennett. Will Verdes start pushing for a winner in the late stages here, knowing how important it may be to come away with a victory on their home turf? By no means the end of the world for Verdes to draw 0-0, but still favors Santos that result. Going back to their home environment, just needing a win of any score. Bernal to Rodriguez. Polanco out wide, Fajardo. Fajardo fizzing it across the header. The stop is made by Ruiz. Bernal had the chance. He's prone on the turf. Can't believe that he did not produce the goal for Verdes. An open look for the birthday boy. Ruiz doesn't care about it being Bernal's birthday. The 2019 MVP in Belize denied. Third corner of the match now. Fajardo sends it in. Back out to Fajardo. Another ball whipped in towards the back post. It falls all the way through. Might have taken a slight touch from Bennett. Mendez floats it across. Lopez mishandles it. Another look at that last chance. Ruiz makes the stop. Hasn't been tested all that often. Just a few moments to go now. Awaiting official word on stoppage time. Up to that point, the shots on goal from Verdes hadn't been too threatening for Ruiz, just calm grabs he's had to make. But the 33-year-old goalkeeper, a 2014 champion with Alajuelense, who started each of the first 2 games for Santos this season, comes up big. Was just acquired a month ago, so a fresh face in this Santos squad, acquitting himself well to his new teammates, especially with a save like that. Javon East. Any chance that has come in this second half for Santos has come by way of East. And a 10th corner on the way from Santos. Deliveries from Osvaldo Rodriguez have been a mixed bag. Rodriguez lofts one high in the air. Hung up too long as Rodriguez dispatches of it. Lopez takes it down, heavy touch. Had some open space in the box with a better touch, but it's an 11th corner now for Santos. "11 corners, 9 shots, 55% of the possession, but nothing to show for it for the visitors from Costa Rica. Rodriguez to the penalty spot. Bennett the header right into the chest of Woodrow West. Bennett had a chance again to be the hero. It was his goal that provided the 1-0 win for Santos last week over Grecia in their domestic league play. Just their second match of the season. They have 2 more on the way. Mauricio Salas. Meneses. Mora wanted the give and go, never got the return pass. Lopez still with it. Taken away by Fajardo. In the 90th minute now. No word yet on added time, but time certainly wearing thin in this one. Unless we have some late heroics, we'll be headed to Costa Rica in 2 weeks' time. 0-0 on aggregate. And that would leave the scenarios straightforward for both teams. A win for either side, they're through. A 0-0 draw, extra time, a draw of any score beyond 0-0, and it would put Verdes through on away goals. Mendez all the way across. Chance here, and it's in! The late winner in the 90th minute, perhaps. Danielson Mora, the sub. Santos goes ahead, and they may be headed back to Costa Rica in the driver's seat of this one. Danielson Mora had a long way to run to track that down. Slides on the wet turf in the rain in Belize and gets it past Woodrow West.
Ladies and gentlemen, attention please. Goal for Santos de Guápiles. Scored by
Perhaps a late winner for Santos. Still time enough for Verdes to get it back as we await the official word on stoppage time. And they'll have just 3 minutes to flag that goal down. Now curious to see when Randy Encarnacion does blow for full time. The goal was scored before the clock read 90. So is it 3 minutes in all or 3 minutes from now? That's the question.
Ladies and gentlemen, the code official
Fajardo, Bernal, and taken away by the goal scorer. Danielson Mora over the top. Javon East has the flag go up. Two minutes past 90, but again, not sure if that means 2 minutes remaining or one. The goal was scored by Danielson Mora right before the clock struck 90. A minute of celebration. We kicked off at 91:04. Floated in center of the box. Didn't make it to Bernal, who was streaking down the center. Elroy Smith takes a shot from distance. At the liberty now of Randy Encarnacion, the man in yellow, to decide when this game ends between the team in green and the team in red. Fajardo takes the goal kick away. Bennett clears. There's the full-time whistle from Belize. Santos steals it. 90th minute winner for Danielson Mora. And he puts his squad in a great position heading back to Costa Rica in 2 weeks' time. Up 1-0 on aggregate with an away goal in the back pocket. Santos over Verdes tonight from Belmont Pond, Belize. There were chances both ways throughout. You'd have to say the better of the chances belong to Verdes. Off the post, forced Kevin Ruiz to make a great save in the 85th minute. But a counterattack late gives Santos the victory from Isidoro Bayaton. Leg number one between Verdes and Santos on a nice evening in Belize. Chances early in the first half. Herrera all the way through off the post for Jesse August. Verdes, a team that hadn't played since the end of 2019 competitively due to COVID, did not show any signs of rust, continued their success into the second half with more opportunities. Junior Vargas, this chance from distance, but unable to make anything count. 10 shots in all for Verdes. 11 for Santos. But Santos was able to get one in. The subs in the end made the difference for Santos. Mendez supplied a spark, nearly sprung Javon East here for the opening goal. But the veteran Jamaican striker mishit the header, still gave West some trouble. That ball seemed to hang up there for a lot longer than West wanted to, but he dove over and parried away. Another opportunity then for Javon East, and again, an acrobatic stop by Woodrow West. But you could sense at that time that Santos was getting closer and closer as this game wore on. They grew into it, they had a lot of corners, they had a lot of shots. The last golden opportunity for Verdes would come on this delivery from Fajardo. Diving header put in by Bernal, denied by Kevin Ruiz. That came in the 85th minute. And then Santos would get the goal on the other end. Denilson Mora in the 90th minute gets the winner for the visitors. And the buildup came from 3 substitutes. It started with Mendez, then to Mora, and then to the net. Long way to run there for Mora, but he slides on the wet turf and puts it home to give the visitors a 1-0 win. The drama in Belize, a 90th minute winner for the sub, Denilson Mora.
¿Tienes mascarilla? Regalen una, porfa.
A 1-0 victory for Santos tonight from Belmont Pond, Belize at Isidoro Bayatone Stadium. For all the men and women who make this broadcast possible, I am Joe Malfa saying good night and so long from Belize. Santos takes the opening leg 1-0.